This is the Joshua Report, True World News, live with teacher Joshua James. I welcome each one of you to this very important live broadcast, the Joshua Report, True World News. The truth shall make you free. The purpose of the Joshua Report is that you know the truth, that you live in the truth. We are living in a world that is lies, corruption, perversion everywhere. And very few people are speaking the truth. You know, true love is to speak the truth. True love is to speak the truth. Hate is speaking lies, keeping people in deception, perversion, depression, anxiety, addiction, lying to people. That's not love. True love is speaking the truth. And here on the Joshua Report, this is True World News. We are Christian people. We believe the Bible. We love God. We love our neighbor. But we live in truth. And sometimes truth can be upsetting. People will hate you for speaking the truth. The truth will become a crime. Speaking mere common sense will be a crime. It's already happening. Communism, corruption, perversion everywhere. That if you do not bow down and accept that Babylonian government-run system, you will be hated. You will be a criminal. It's coming. And the Joshua Report will report on all of these things happening around the world from a Christian perspective. Please like, share, and comment this live broadcast. The Joshua Report, True World News, live with teacher Joshua James. Let's begin today's very important live broadcast. As you see, the title is A Flood of People, or A Flood of Ungodly, Evil People. Multiculturalism explained. Diversity explained. What does all this mean? As I said, we are Christians. We believe this book. That is the King James Holy Bible. I believe this book. So today we are going to look at world news, but we are also going to look at Bible prophecy. So on the Joshua Report, we speak about many topics, international current events. But today we are going to look at what is called Bible prophecy. This means information about the future, spoken with truth. So I want to take you through some news around the world, and we're going to build up to that Bible prophecy. So I want to first look at places like the UK, the United Kingdom, Britain, so that'd be Britain, Scotland, Wales, England, these places. France, Germany, Spain, United States, UK, Canada, Australia, the continent of Europe, okay, the Americas. These places, Australia. What about Greece, Italy, Scandinavia? These countries that were built on European Christian values, Bibles in schools, safety, prosperity, cleanliness, order, the 10 Commandments written into Constitution and law. Christian people, were they perfect? No. Even Solomon, even King David, were they perfect? No. But there was refuge. There was place for God's people to have refuge, prosperity, order, safety, protection. So let's look at these places today as we reflect on what is happening in the world. Humanity is under great attack. Christianity is under great attack. Common sense, truth is under great attack. And here on the Joshua Report, we will be discussing all this and much, much more. Please like, share, and comment. Get this out to your friends and family. Wherever you are around the world, if you are a proper, upright person, it's really important that I say this before we begin today's message. If you are a proper, upright person, whether you're living in China, India, Africa, if you are a proper, upright person, the laws of God written on your heart, you believe the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, you are in real, true, good doctrine of the Bible, you are a proper, upright person, that's great. These messages are speaking against the overall systems of corruption, perversion, communism. So we're not making blanket statements for all people. It's these overall systems that we are discussing. So, news. Secret plan to bring 50 million Africans to Europe. Did you hear that? That is a news article. Secret plan to bring 50 million Africans to Europe. Now, understand this, that in Africa, there is 1.2, possibly even much more, 1.2 billion people in Africa. You could bring 50 million and not even see the difference. You could literally replace the entire population of Canada. Listen, you could double, or you could replace the entire population of Canada, which is maybe 50, 60 million in the coming years, okay? In the coming years, in the not too distant future, you could bring in African people into Canada, replace and double the entire Canadian population. And Africa wouldn't even notice it. Think about that. Think about that. It's happening. Secret plan to bring 50 million Africans to Europe. Now, am I saying that African people are terrible? No. But I'm saying it's a different culture. Okay? You know, I really hope that the people in Africa have a great life. A prosperous, safe life. Blessed in Africa. Just like I hope that the people in India have a proper, upright, safe, happy life in India. The problem is when other countries are brought in by governments and forced upon other people, and then we have to just like it and accept it and say nothing. That's wrong. God created nations. I hope the people in China have a great life over in China. But don't invade United Kingdom. Don't invade United States and Canada. These places have a culture, have a people. Okay? Think of this. Is India multicultural? No, it's Indian. Is China multicultural? No, it's Chinese. Is Nigeria multicultural? No, it's Nigerian. What about the UK? What about Canada? What's it? It's being invaded. You have to understand this. And if you are a proper, upright person, you will know what I'm talking about. Okay. Another news article. African war on the streets of Chicago, USA. African war on the streets of Chicago, USA. Crime, violence, shootings, murder, rising, skyrocketing in the United States. Article 2. the number of Nigerian immigrants have tripled in Canada in the last 5 years. Nigeria, one of the most dangerous countries on earth. Nigeria, Somalia, India, some of the most dangerous countries on earth. 12,000 Nigerians being brought to Canada per year. India, the world's most dirty, polluted country. Indians from India moving to Canada and the UK like never seen before, taking over businesses, airports, police, government, all in the name of multicultural and diversity. This is an invasion. The word multicultural diversity means invaded Western country. That's what it means. Now again, I hope the Indian people have a great, happy life in India. The Nigerians have a great, happy life in Nigeria. But they're not. Murder, rape, pollution, corruption. The country's destroyed. They've destroyed the countries. So now they're coming for the West. All right. People from India and China taking over airports, borders, government, police, businesses in the UK, Canada, Australia. UK and Canada looking to hire more Muslim female police. I have to laugh. It's a joke. It's treason. Your governments are guilty of treason. Do you know what the penalty of treason is? Or should be, or was? Look into it. And that's what they deserve. Your governments are guilty of treason. Listen to this. UK and Canada looking to hire more female Muslim police. Treason. Justin Treason, Trudeau. Mosques and Hindu temples being built all over the West, and the governments are saying diversity, multicultural. Christian countries are now being overrun by mosques and Hindu temples. Treason. Churches being burned, statues being destroyed, Bibles being burned and banned in schools in the United States, in Canada, in the United Kingdom, all over Europe. They're erasing history, replacing your population. China deploying military all over the world. Reports coming in of Chinese military on the ground in Canada. China deploying military. I was recently in Australia airports, Canada airports. And you know what? Their airports, their borders have been taken over by the Chinese. Oh, yes. Canada, listen to this, that communist country, listen to this. Canada admitted nearly 14,000 immigrants in July 2020. I thought the borders were closed. I thought the Canadian border was closed. Canada admitted nearly 14,000 immigrants in July. Treason! Crime, murder, rape, violence, serious increase in violent crime in the West. Murder and rape happening everywhere. Pollution, disease, anarchy, chaos, economic collapse rapidly happening in the Western countries. And your governments are allowing it. They've been bought off. They're paid for. They're guilty of treason. Now, I want to go over some quick statistics. Population. India, the population, 1.4 billion. China, population, 1.4 billion. Africa, population, 1.2 billion. Muslim, Islam, world population, rising over 2 billion. The West is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. You know, these countries like Britain, France, Canada, United States, Australia, these were blessed. prosperous, safe, clean water, clean air, Bibles in school, safe, people leaving their front doors open. It was safe. It was prosperous. All that is changing, and I'm going to explain why. This is the Joshua Report, True World News. We are going to now look at end time Bible prophecy. We are Christian people who are speaking the truth with boldness. All right, let's look at this book. That is the King James Holy Bible. We're going to look at this book. So the Bible speaks about a flood. Now we know that God flooded the world once with water. Then the rainbow, I know the perverts and the communists are blaspheming that rainbow now, the man-on-man sodomites. But we are going to look at something very important. There was a rainbow. There was a promise that God would never flood the world again with water, as in the days of Noah. But as it will be, as it was in the days of Noah, or Noe, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man, the return of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. We are Christians. We believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, that He died, that He was buried, and that He rose from the dead, that He is the Son of God, and that He will return. The Bible is true, and all end-time prophecy will be fulfilled. This is the Joshua Report live with teacher Joshua James. Let us begin this very important study about the flood. God said He would never flood the world again. But in the book of Daniel and in the book of Revelation, there is an end time or an end of the world flood. So what is it? If it's not water, what is it? Let's look at the King James Bible. Let's look at 2 Samuel chapter 22 verse 5. When the waves of death compassed me, the floods of ungodly men, the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. So the book of Samuel says the floods of ungodly men being surrounded by ungodly people. Psalm 18:4, the sorrows of death compass me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. And it is scary what is coming. The rape, the murder, the burning of churches, the total destruction of that once prosperous European British culture. You know, it's interesting. The word Brit in Hebrew, Brit, means covenant. Ish means people. Brit-ish, the covenant people, the true Israelites that went all over Europe, that went into the United States, that went into Canada, the true Israelites. Don't be deceived by false modern Israel. Yes, the Israelites were blessed, and they formed these great, great countries, and they were founded on the Bible, including their laws and constitution, Moses' law. Were they perfect? No, but there was a blessing. There was prosperity, safety, refuge. But all that is being taken away, and I'm going to explain why. Disobedience. Repent. War is coming. Turn back to God. War is upon us. You're not going to hear this in your lying news and governments. They're fools. All these people debating and talking. They're clowns. They're actors. They're fools. But on the Joshua Report, you will hear the truth. And the truth shall make you free. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. The enemy shall come in like a flood. the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. It's happening now. When a flood begins, it's scary. It is sudden. It happens quickly. When there's a hole in a boat and it begins to sink, it is scary and it happens quickly. It's happening now. Wake up. Your countries are being invaded. War is happening right now. You need to turn back to God. Jeremiah 46:8. Egypt riseth up like a flood, and his waters are moved like the rivers. And he saith, I will go up and will cover the earth. I will destroy the city and the inhabitants thereof. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1. There's such a powerful verse. Isaiah chapter 1. Study the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 7. Your country is desolate. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, now listen, your land, strangers devour it. Strangers destroy your land in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. They're going to take over your economy, take over your governments, your borders. They're going to destroy your country. Christians will be persecuted. European culture will be destroyed and replaced. They will burn your cities with fire, murder, rape, destruction. It's happening now. Repent. Turn back to God. Jeremiah 47:2. Let's read that. Thus saith the Lord, behold, the waters rise up out of the north. It's a people. And shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the city, and them that dwell therein. Then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. That's it. The flood is evil people destroying your countries. Okay, let's get into end time prophecy. Daniel 9, verse 26. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince shall come, or shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. And the end therefore shall be, and the end thereof shall be with a flood. A flood. And unto the end of the war, desolations are determined. Destruction, a flood of evil people upon your countries, your culture, your civilization. Destroyed, your churches burned. On the outside, they're going to burn your cities. On the inside of the church, they are going to bring in apostasy. On the inside of the church, they bring in apostasy. On the outside, they're going to burn your cities, rape and poop on your streets. It's coming. Revelation 12:15. And the serpent shall cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of a flood. The people are going to be carried away with the teachings of evil people. All the people who were once prosperous, Christian, upright people are going to be carried away into sin, tattoos, voodoo, all this sorcery, evil, corruption, perversion. They are going to be washed away in a flood of evil people. Revelation 12:6, and the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. There is an Armageddon war that is coming. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, is returning with power and glory, and he is going to wage an Armageddon war against all these evil people. As I said, those once prosperous, great countries, based on Christian values, are being destroyed. They're being destroyed. Violence, rape, pollution, corruption, economic collapse, the destruction of small businesses, communism, perversion, occult. It's all happening now. Why is that? Let me explain. You know, God bless those once European nations. God bless the United States. He did. But all these people, all these countries, they turned away from His ways. They fell into comfort, false teaching. They turned away from the truth. They turned away from God. And because of that, your countries, your nations are going to be destroyed by a flood of ungodly people. It's happening now. Hear my words. Multiculturalism, diversity, it is a Trojan horse to destroy your countries. Your governments are guilty of treason. They know exactly what they're doing. They're going to use this as destruction of Christianity. This is the Joshua Report, true world news. I need you to like, share, and comment this very important message. Now, I do believe there are people living all around the world who are proper, upright people. I am speaking against that overall structure of evil that is designed to destroy those once prosperous Christian nations. I encourage you to repent from your evil ways, to believe the Bible, and turn from this wickedness. This is the Joshua Report. True world news. I need you to like, share, and comment this very important message. We need to wake people up. The Babylonians, the Assyrians, as the prophets warned, are coming. I'm warning you that your countries are under attack. World war is coming. Get ready. This is the Joshua Report, live with teacher Joshua James, true world news. The flood of ungodly people that the Bible prophesied is happening now.